Okay, so today we are going to do a video about my agates, or I should say I'm going to do a video about my agates. So this is just a kind of brief overview of my favorites in my agate collection, and then I'm going to go into macro shots of Fairburn agates, which you will see shortly here. And these agates, all that you see right now, are mostly prairie agates, which are just normal, everyday agates. Over in this corner, though, is Fairburn agates. And that one, crazy one right there, that's a lace agate. So here's my first Fairburn. It's a pretty tiny little sucker, and what defines a Fairburn as a Fairburn is the nice, tight, symmetrical lines, which are called a polygon pattern when the lines are nice and tight like that. And as you see, I only have some small ones. That's why I'm doing macro shots. And it's just the very fine polygon pattern that makes them Fairburns. So, and this one's one that my dad found. It's quite crazy. It's very weird, the pattern that it has. Those little lines or little dimples. I don't even know what they are. This is one that I cut open. As you can see, it's got a little air cavity crystal pocket. And then here's one that I've polished, which this one's pretty nice. Pretty nice. I like that one. Here's one that my sister found. As you can see, this one's got a pretty good shot of this one. This one is super duper tiny. Like, I cannot stress how tiny that is. Here's one out of a big piece of agate that I cracked open and randomly found that chunk in. And this was the first Fairburn that I ever found. It's nice and pink and very nice tight lines. Here's another one that I found. It's not as good. Cut and made this into a necklace. Turned out pretty well in the end. And here's another one that I found recently. As you can see, it's the tight polygon pattern that qualifies it as Fairburn. And this is maybe my best Fairburn. It's pretty tiny, but a lot of color. Now here I'm going to go to a second shot of it. This is the other side. And if you can see the very fine, tight lines and the swoosh kind of pattern. Now this is just a standard prairie agate. I like to call them lacy prairie agates. And there's a chunk of turquoise, and the one to the right it's just pure copper. I forget, I think it's malachite is what they call it. And yeah, that stuff's, it's pretty cool colors in that nice deep green. And this is another, what I call a lace prairie agate, and then another lace prairie agate with some jade there to the right. This is another lace prairie agate. It's quite nice. Looks a lot better in person. It's got a lot more to it. And this would just be considered a standard agate. No real pattern. That's some old fossil. I think my dad gave it to me. And then just a like crystal thing I found. This is a prairie agate cut open, a standard prairie agate. I don't even know what this is. I just found it. Thought it was cool. Lace agate. Quite pretty. One of my favorite ones. Quite detailed. And this is a just normal agate with some weird kind of skeletonized Fairburn in it. This is just a normal lace agate too. Lace prairie agate. There aren't very many technical names, so you kind of have to make them up. This is not a Fairburn agate. This is just a normal polygon pattern agate, which the difference is between a Fairburn and this is that a Fairburn is non-translucent and ones like that are translucent. So that's mainly the difference and where they're found. This is another lace agate here, just kind of showing you the different variety. And this is a quite pretty lace agate that I polished. Thanks for watching. You can comment below or do whatever you want. Goodbye.